Okay, everybody, welcome. Thank you so much for joining the stream tonight. This is the Weekly Wednesday, American Horror Story Weekly Wednesday live stream, and a special guest tonight is Tammy.
Hi, guys.
And hopefully later, if they can join us, Casey and possibly Navy. So we'll see. If they have a chance to, they will join us tonight. So yeah, we're here talking to you guys about American Horror Story right now. And if you have any specific questions, go on ahead and put them into the comments. But let me take a peek around right here and let's see who is.
What?
Oh, Tammy, it says that the video playback interrupted. Do you see the same thing?
No.
Oh, okay, cool. Sorry, that must be. It says that the chat disconnected. Maybe I should just refresh this because my internet went down right before I was telling Tammy about how unreliable my internet has been lately. And right as I said it, it went down.
Well, Reef says hello from Amsterdam.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm just
And I have scratchy voice, guys. I've been fighting bronchitis for the past 3 weeks, so bear with me. I actually got a full night's sleep last night, which was pretty awesome.
Tammy, I guess everybody's saying they're hearing an echo coming on your side. Oh, never mind. They said it's fixed. Okay, never mind. So
Okay.
I'm so glad that you're getting better, though.
I'm trying.
Well, I hear you. I've got stones right now that I'm trying to get out. So I totally hear you. We're all totally on the on the broken down side of the fence, so to speak.
Oh, yeah, we are. One big broken family.
All right. Boyden says, one last heart before I go. LOL. Good night one more time. Good night, Boyden.
Good night.
I did a stream this morning because every Wednesday now I'm doing morning and night streams.
Right. So how'd that go?
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, not, it's in the morning. So not a lot of people knew about it. So not a lot of people showed up. But those of us who did, we had a swinging time. My doctor's office finally called after 2 days of waiting for them. So unfortunately, we had to leave a little early. So, but Reef, Von Reef, what's up? Hey, this is from Amsterdam. What's up, Philip? Alias K_7. What, Tammy?
Casey's here.
Oh,
hi.
What's up, Casey?
Just had to do some last minute things, but yeah, I'm here.
Hey, stuff and things. Absolutely, Casey. They are essential to life. How are you doing?
Mary, I'm doing great, thank you. But I have a really important question for you.
Okay, then I've got a very, very secretive answer for you.
Did you get your book? Your Bruce Campbell book? Did you get it?
Yeah, I did. Yes. I got the last one.
Okay, because you were very excited. You were very excited about it, and I just wanted to make sure you got your book.
I did. Thank you. Yes.
Anyways.
Bruce Campbell came out with a new book, guys. It was called Hail to the Chins. It's a sequel to his first book, Confessions of a B-Grade Actor. So I wasn't feeling so good last night, and I was going to go at midnight. I was going to go to Walmart and go get a copy. But no, that didn't work out. So I had to wait till my husband got home last night before I could go. And I wasn't feeling good then, but I forced myself to go. So,
good.
And that's why he's #husband supreme.
#husband supreme. And so I went and paid $30 for it at Barnes and Nobles because that was the only place that had it. And then when I went, there was only one copy left.
Whoa.
So I was so glad that I got there when I did and that I got the last.
Right.
Because when there's only one copy left, $30 is nothing.
Exactly. And I went to like 3 different Targets with my kids because, you know, online it tells you.
Target's got good book prices.
Exactly. And it tells you online in real time how much they had. Well, excuse me, maybe it wasn't real time, but they told you online how many they had in stock. The one right near me had 1 in stock. So I took a chance, grabbed my kids, went over there, didn't have any. Went over to another one that had 2. They didn't have any. And so finally, by the time I went to the 3rd one, I was like, to hell with this. I just went over to Barnes and Nobles and decided I'll just cough up the $30 for it.
You don't even have 1 Target, and you have 3. Wow.
Oh no, I live in Austin. I have like 8 different Targets I can go to.
And the Targets in Austin are like the ones that don't end.
Good
Like,
night, Eric. I know.
they're
like super
huge.
Targets and super Walmarts and super Lowe's and super Depots.
But I guess that's why they call it everything's bigger in Texas.
Casey.
I guess so. Our
True.
HEBs are huge, and that's our grocery stores. So yeah.
You could lose yourself in them.
Dude, I love Austin. I freaking love Austin. Thank you so much, Francis. I appreciate it. This is my new lipstick. Actually, I gave myself a little treat a couple days ago, and I purchased some new lipstick. So it's a new, different red. Damn it, I'm just lost on the title of the lipstick right now. But thank you, Francis Pena. I appreciate that. Jason says there's also 1 Target where he lives too. So
there's 1 Target near me, but it's about a 30-something minute drive. But that's where like the big town is near me. I'm sure Tammy's heard this from me at least once. So I mean, it might sound kind of far, but it's really not.
I have to say very quickly, Debbie Bobebby is in here. And she is fighting a migraine. And so, Debbie, you can hear us. We're giving you lots of healing vibes. And we hope that you feel much better.
I had one
So
last.
did we all see? Oh.
Go ahead, Casey.
Huh? Oh, sorry. Did we all see that Sarah Paulson, Emma Roberts, and Billy Lord are doing the same thing Evan Peters is doing?
What are you talking about?
Doing what?
Oh, I'm surprised you guys didn't see this. It was all over AHS social media. So a couple weeks ago, Evan Peters announced he was doing this thing where you donate like so-and-so amount of dollars to charity and you get this many like
the contest.
The contest you could go eat lunch with him and have a walk-on role to American Horror Story. Now Sarah Paulson, Emma Roberts, and Billy Lord are doing that as a group of 3 together. So there's another contest for that, and if you win that one, you got to go have lunch with Sarah Paulson, Emma Roberts, and Billy Lord.
Oh my God! Really?
Yeah, except you have to pay, but it's not like you're paying them to go eat lunch. It's like you're paying for like I think like some. Right, it's like some kids cancer of LA.
That's awesome that they're giving themselves to do that, because not a lot of celebrities actually give themselves to causes. They're huge celebrities and they could really do some good in the world, but they choose not to.
It's weird because all of a sudden I'm seeing a lot of stuff like this from this specific like thing. Like this charity thing like is contacting celebrities and being like, hey, do you want to partner with us for this? And I think that's super cool.
Yep, that really is.
Oh my God, guys, Marcus Ruckus says he's in the hospital. He's got a hernia and he needs surgery. Dude, Marcus, we hope you get better, dude. My husband had a hernia one time, and yeah, I understand. That's significant pain. So,
Mary, if I remember correctly, didn't we live stream one time and you were in the hospital or something?
Yes.
Did I miss that?
Like, for some reason, I vividly remember you being in, like, a hospital bed or something.
Yeah, it was weekly Wednesday live stream, and I had just had
I think it was the
surgery.
first one.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was,
so if y'all want to go back and watch that.
I don't know. That would be funny, Casey. We have to find that one.
Oh God. Today was my
Amy?
first day of school, y'all.
Yeah, how did that go?
It was actually pretty good. They didn't really uh they didn't really bother us about phones. Like we had to put them in our bags because this year there's a no phone policy and stuff. But
Mhm.
like they let me wear my watch, and I don't know. We had to talk about it in every single class. Like, come on, could we just not do it in the first one and be over with it? But whatever. It was good. It better than I thought it'd be. That was it.
Casey, did they worship you like the God that you are, because you live stream and you're big in the AHS society?
No, I don't want that at all.
Okay, well then we have to educate those people then.
I don't know. I kind of like to stay a little lowbrow at school just
I
because
agree with Casey.
Oh, yeah, I get that.
Our
I
little
don't
circle.
know.
Yes.
I feel like there was one other American Horror Story thing. Tammy sent that rumor that Billy Lord was playing Evan's sister.
Yeah.
Evan's
Um,
sister. Oh, that would be awesome. Okay.
because
Yeah.
apparently his character name we know is Kai, and we
Right.
know Billy is
Winter.
Winter something.
Anderson.
Yeah, so people are saying that Kai's last name is Anderson as well.
Ah. See, the reason why I know this is because I'm making a video because I'm convinced that Ryan has read my trilogy and he's fucking with me through like the names of the characters, the trailers, all that stuff. So I'm making a video about it. It's so funny because obviously he's not, but it's
But
funny.
it's so like on the nose, like you're like,
But it's funny to make a video that like I'm so convinced that he has read my trilogy. And he's just fucking with me by giving me these little hints throughout season 7. So, but like I said, I know he's not. It's just funny because every time I see the new leaked rumored information, I think, oh my God, that's like something from my book. How the hell did he do that? Obviously, it's huge coincidence. But yeah, it's just like I said, it was just a fun video.
or is it? Watch Mary's video to find out.
Right. Right.
Movie Fox wants to know if we say Twisty 3 times, he comes back this season. What do you guys think?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So
They
I
said
was,
it in the script, so I would doubt they'd change
and I
it.
was looking at that script, and I didn't realize this when I was making the video, and I feel like an idiot. But in one of the first pages of the script that was released, it shows that a guy is giving, or somebody is giving a description of when Twisty came and killed the 2 people in the beginning of Freak Show. Oh, BRT, thank you so much for the super chats. You are hashtag amazing.
Are we thinking maybe there will be a flashback to when the police find their the boyfriend's body? Maybe.
I'm thinking that that the cult is worshiping the spot in Jupiter where the massacre happened at the freak show, or right there on Lake Okeechobee where those 2 people were murdered. Because obviously, as it says in the script, the guy says right over there, Twisty killed these 2 people. Now, Casey, as you know, I got Freak Show on DVD, and I've been binge watching that son of a
I
son.
like that Instagram post, by the way.
Yeah, wasn't it awesome? I mean, I was so lucky to catch Freak Show and then get Bruce Campbell's book. It was an expensive night last night, but
But Mary's worth it.
it was so hashtag worth it. Absolutely.
And of course, Roanoke's coming out on DVD and Blu-ray soon. So
October 3rd. Woo!
yeah, I don't even get them anymore, but I'm kind of contemplating buying it.
Oh my God. And then Ash vs. Evil Dead season 2 is coming out next Thursday on DVD.
Also, they're releasing a steelbook for that too, to coincide with the Best Buy season 1 steelbook, and I think that cover is really cool. So, yeah.
Okay, I'll have to go check that out. Oh, Bloody
It's
Face.
like,
How was the interview phone call? Oh, it wasn't an interview. I was waiting to make an appointment for something. And so I was waiting for 2 days for these people to call me. And then they finally did, right as I was almost ready to wrap up the live stream this morning. So everything went well.
what
Sorry,
is the
Casey.
interview for, or is that something you need to say in the admin chat, or not
No,
at all?
it wasn't an interview. I was making a doctor appointment. So, yeah.
Oh. Oh, okay.
So,
I was like, stop.
no. Brian wants us to rank the seasons on a scare factor.
Oh, that's actually a bit more interesting than people have usually asked.
I would have
They're not scary to me, so
I would have to say though that Asylum and Roanoke had a pretty good scare factor in my opinion.
I think Roanoke and Asylum, once again, just on the same side as Tammy, I don't really think they're scary, but I do think some of them have some pretty, jumpy scenes.
yeah.
So I feel like, in my opinion, the most jumpy one would probably be Asylum.
Watching it the first time, yes.
And then after Asylum, probably Roanoke, yeah.
What's
and
up,
I'd probably go
King Giraffe Vlogs and Challenges? Just giving them a shout out very quickly.
Then I'd probably go with Freak Show, Hotel, Murder House, and then Coven, because I don't think Coven's really scary. Like, there's really some messed up stuff. There's really some messed up stuff in it, but for the most part, it's pretty tame when it comes to scariness.
But it was very brutal.
Well, yeah, but I don't think it's really like make you jump scary. It's just kind of bloody.
Yeah, that's definitely agreed upon. It was because especially the scenes in Kathy Bates's attic with her slaves and her daughters. I mean, and some of the flashbacks. I mean, those were tremendously brutal, but those were few and far between. So,
and even then, I didn't find them something I would jump at. It was just something I went, "Oh my god!" at. And there's definitely a difference when it comes to horror of, jumping and just going, "Whoa!" So,
yeah. Guys, real quickly, I wanted to say very quickly, if you guys, I know it's 3:20 a.m. like where Peachy is right now, hashtag dedication. Peachy, guys, I am going to be live streaming in the morning now, and I think that I might just make that a part of weekly Wednesday live streams since I have like 6 patrons now, which I'm about to talk about in just a moment. So I'm thinking that to reward for me, that's outstanding. So I'm thinking about rewarding with already getting the patrons with switching the weekly Wednesday live streams to a morning and a night show.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah. So I'm I'm trying it out. I'm testing it out right now. So if any of you out there are watching really late at night and you're doing it because you're already at the morning one and, it's just dedication. So that's fine. But if you can only catch one, I'm going to have it for you.
That way you can hit all the demographics.
Absolutely. Because not everybody can make it to the night live streams. So I figured that, it would probably help, to do it in the morning and then in the night. So, all right, guys. So one last thing is that I am doing, okay, so my kids are going back to school. It's time for me. My husband and I were talking, I've got to get a paying job. I can't do YouTube anymore like I used to. So he suggested to me, well, why don't you try a Patreon account? And if people want you to stay on YouTube, try that. See if they will do a monthly donation. And I thought, well, why not just try it? So I'm giving this a shot for a couple of months and hopefully it will work out. But if you go to my Patreon account, you can
link in the description.
Links in the description, absolutely. Every level is rewarded, even for $1. And if everybody in the subscriber list donated $1, yeah, I would make you videos morning, noon, and night, and live stream morning, noon, and night at that point. If anything helps to the channel, so I really appreciate everything that you guys can do. And again, every dollar goes to also pay for the prizes, which the prizes for Cult are going to be Roanoke on DVD and a $20 gift card to somebody international. And we'll also start giving out prizes during the weekly Wednesday live streams as well, morning and night.
When you say prizes for Cult, are you talking about
Beyond the Heart?
Okay, just needed to clarify that.
Yes, and don't forget, guys, the way you win those is that Casey is going to give you a title of something every episode of Beyond the Horror Cult, which is our
Can we tell
unofficial.
you? Can we tell them the title of the stuff we're going to give them this season?
Yeah, let me just let them know real quick on the contest. Casey's going to give you the title. You're going to direct message it to him. A link to his Facebook will be in the description. You need to make sure that you send him everyone from every episode of Cult. There's going to be 11 episodes, and then we're going to have episode number 12 to pick the winner. So as long as you get them correct in numerical order, your name is going to be entered into a drawing, and we will draw the winner live on a live stream. And even if you won before, you can still win again. This is unlimited. And don't forget, one of the patron rewards is you get your name entered twice in every single contest, which Dawn Ford has already taken advantage of. She is entered into every single contest, Ash versus Evil Dead, American Horror Story, anything. Yeah, she's entered into it twice.
So if you want a better chance of winning, go subscribe to the Patreon.
Absolutely. And so Casey, what and don't forget to guys to give the stream a like. We would really appreciate it. Casey, what are you guys going to give as the title this year for the contest?
As you know, for Roanoke, we did horror movies. For Murder House, we did. What did we do for Murder House? Characters from American Horror Story.
That's right.
And then for Asylum, we did horror books. So we thought, what better way to continue our semi-coincidental, I don't know, ness of the contest names with cults. So this time around for Beyond the Horror, every single episode we're going to give you a new cult, and you're just going to have to send us the name of the cult, and once you've entered all 11 cult names, send them to me on Messenger or DM the Instagram at Cult of AHS. Once you send us all 11, you're entered into the contest, and you can get an additional entry, I believe, if you go enter Mary's Patreon. So yeah, do that if you want more entries.
Level 3.
And these are real life cults, guys. So we've been doing some research for you, and
the most awesome idea. Which one of you guys came up with that?
That was me.
I think it was Tammy.
Oh my God, you're brilliant, sis. I love that. Seriously, that is awesome.
I'm glad you like it. Trending Sadie wanted me to say hi to her, or him. Hello.
Trending Sadie, hey. And so I think the Angry Fan asked a question, and I wanted to get to it because Angry Fan has been waiting for a few minutes. Where is it? Okay, do you think we will ever see Bet and Dot's child? Okay, so since I've been binge watching season 4, I really want to see someone from the Freaks, from Freak Show, in this current season. And if I had a choice, I would either love to see Angela Bassett, but that ain't going to happen because she's not part of the show, or I want to see Bet and Dot's child. So more than likely, it might be Bet and Dot's child. What do you guys think?
I think we're definitely going to see Bet and Dot's child this season, because I feel like I don't think Ryan has kind of connected Freak Show. I think he wanted to connect Freak Show, like in season 6, I think he wanted to, but I honestly don't think the connection was quite there with some people. I don't know why, but for some people, they just sort of looked over it and like didn't understand, right? Like,
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know why they wouldn't understand that. So I think with this season, he's going to continue his theme of connecting the seasons, which I absolutely love. And I think he's really going to hit the nail on the head, I guess you would say, with the Freak Show connection this season. So we're definitely going to get something of Freak Show. And I don't think it's just going to be twisty. I think we'll definitely get, hopefully Bet and Dot's child.
I want some of the Freaks yet back, because the only #spoiler, because the only ones that survived were Bet and Dot, Jimmy, and Angela Bassett. And yeah, that was really it. So since Angela's not going to be back, and Evan is supposedly the leader of the cult, and Sarah is married to Allison Hill.
My only theory I have is that Evan and Billy are their grandchildren, but that's it.
That would be awesome because okay, so that was like 1950.
Yeah.
If this were present, this would be 70 years later. So okay, yeah.
Could be grandchildren. Yeah. Great grandchildren, I
Absolutely.
mean.
The age is definitely there. Good thinking, Casey.
Just a thought.
Jason said, Mary, I went to your website today and I want to get Regina. Oh, well, absolutely. I mean, on my website, guys, all my books are there. You can buy them on digital copy. You can get autographed copy, all of my books. And my husband, hashtag husband supreme, has been making me a merchant store. That's actually what he's been doing the past like 2 weeks, aside from working on my app. He's been working on my website and a merchant store. So I will have that soon because on one of the Patreon awards is like 30% off merchandise. So that is coming soon.
I don't think we can really talk about this much, but in the future there might be some more merchandise to buy.
Yeah.
So
Wink, wink.
we're not gonna really hit you too hard with that, but maybe in the future that 30% off code will be used on some more things you can.
It'll definitely start expanding. We're getting it out there first.
Yeah, we're working on it.
I'm gonna ask, will there be a Scream Queen season 3? Everybody's saying in the comments that it's canceled, but I have not heard that it's canceled. It's just still up in the air.
They officially canceled it.
When?
Like a couple months ago.
No, but it hasn't like been actually announced from like Ryan and the studio.
Yeah, Fox said we have no plans to renew Scream Queens anytime in the future.
Oh my god! I see it right here. God damn it, Scream! Sorry. Scream Queens canceled. Ryan Murphy's Fox series not returning. And that's from Variety, Deadline, TD Line, Hollywood Reporter. Oh my God.
But can I just say,
May 15th.
If they canceled it after season 1, I would have been upset because I absolutely love season 1. But after being canceled after season 2, I don't really care. I didn't like season 2, so.
I mean, it wasn't the best, but it was all right. I'd buy it if it was.
I'm not. All right, Mary. I'm not saying it's bad. I just thought they were very much so out of ideas because it seemed like a big retread of season 1.
Angry Fan is right. I'm shook. They spent too much on the actors and not enough on the writers.
All right.
Scream Queens.
Like, seriously, I felt like they were like, crap, we're supposed to start filming tomorrow and we don't have any script. So they just changed some names from the season 1 scripts and there's seriously. Like, think about it. They had the baby thing, like the baby in the belly, the baby in the bathtub. They had almost the same monster.
Yeah. The pregnant woman, yeah.
Yeah, it was incredibly predictable who the killer was. I don't know. Just there was more than one of them.
Yeah, because they had Jerry O'Connell, in the opening, and John Stamos, Taylor Lautner, and I think even the nurse in
Kirstie Alley.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, which Kirstie. Unfortunately, it sucks, but her religion kind of keeps her from getting some roles just due to some people not agreeing with Scientology, and I think that sucks. I think that, I may not agree with Scientology, but Kirstie Alley is a great actress. So I was really glad to see her back. I would love American Horror Story to pick up Kirstie Alley. That would be a great addition.
That'd be good. Movie Fox wants to know how we feel about the 9 Circles of Hell thing connected to AHS.
The only problem with that theory is that means there's only 9 seasons. And honestly, odds are pointing to the fact that there will only be 9 seasons. And as upsetting as it is, obviously I wish the show could go on forever. I think 9 seasons is a good run.
Yeah, you want to leave with the audience wanting more rather than them booing you off the stage. Seriously.
Yes.
Yep.
And that'll make it one of the longer running FX shows, not FXX, because FXX has had shows on for like 20 years. But FX itself usually doesn't have shows last beyond, because FX, the reason we never see over 13 episodes of American Horror Story is because FX is a channel that's why they're called limited series, because there's very few episodes per season, because they can keep the budget as high as a regular show on Fox, but there's less episodes, which means more money on effects and that type of thing. So
nice.
So, I'd be happy with my 9 seasons because, I mean, I'd be happy looking at it as a 9-season show instead of a 4-season show. But that would be crazy because that would mean like I'd been watching it for like 5 years, and that'd be like, oh my God, 7 years for Mary, and I don't know.
Yeah. But that's as long as I've been watching like The Walking Dead and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's definitely going to be hard when the show ends.
And I watched True Blood from season 1 to season 7. So yeah.
I don't want to think about it ending anytime soon, but
I know, right? We still from this point we still have 3 more seasons to go. So yeah.
And I'm very content with 3 more seasons.
Oh my God. You guys know what this means?
What?
I have to campaign fucking hardcore to get myself as a writer on the show.
Gotta get on this, Mary.
I've got to make a video.
I know people think that the Murder House Coven crossover is going to be season 8, but I think that they're playing it kind of cool. I think that's actually going to be season 9, and I think they were a little hesitant to say it, but I think that it's an all-season crossover, and it's going to be season 9, but that's me.
That's a great idea. I like that.
Because I think it would be weird if we're ending after 9 seasons to have the crossover season be the second to last season, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Wouldn't you want to wait for the big finale for the last season? I don't know.
Probably so. I think you would want to go out with a bang, Casey. Absolutely at that point, yes.
Maybe by then they could bring back Gaga. They could definitely bring back the Antichrist. All sorts of.
Oh, God, he's so messed up.
Hey guys, I got a great question from Peachy and Samuel Stoddart, 2 separate people. So do you think that American Horror Story is in the same universe as American Crime Story and Scream Queens?
Wait, what? Can you say that again?
Do you think that American Horror Story is in the same universe as American Crime Story and Scream Queens?
I think it's in the same universe as Crime Story and Feud, but not Scream Queens. Because I think the Fox and FX may be owned by the same corporation, 20th Century Fox. But I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I never really thought Ryan was all that interested in Scream Queens, to be honest. That was more of Brad and Ian. But I don't know. I've always just kind of looked at it as Crime Story, Horror Story, Feud, all together. The other ones are just, because they're on the same network. They air, just pretty simultaneously in the year. So yeah, I don't know. I just look at those 3.
What do you think, Tammy?
I don't know. I'm kind of confused on the whole thing. I think they're all different, but
do you think so? What the question is that do you think that American Horror Story, American Crime Story, and Scream Queens all exist in the same universe, meaning they're not 3 separate worlds? Like how my trilogy all connects in the same universe. Obviously, the storylines, though some might be a little different.
I'm really confused. I think it's all different, but
I think American Crime Story is separate from American Horror Story. I think they happen in separate universes because American Crime Story is true. And
Mm-hmm.
Even though American Horror Story is true, it's based on true. American Crime Story is true. So I think that they, to some level, may exist in the same universe, but there's a split that separates them. So as far as Scream Queens, I would think Scream Queens exists in the universe of American Horror Story and not the real world of American Crime Story.
Mm-hmm.
It's just me.
The thing I'm most looking forward to next year wise is that we have season 2 and 3 of Crime Story. If they still decide to go through with season 3 coming out next year, season 8 of Horror Story and season 2 of Feud all in 1 year. I think that's going to be awesome.
I just want to say real quick, a huge shout out to BRT, Big Red Tower. Thank you so much for monitoring the comments. I really appreciate you having my back. So thank you.
Yeah.
Kale _17 says Scream Queens is a comedy and AHS isn't, though it isn't serious enough. You know, that's a good point, Kale _17. Scream Queens may be horror, but it's like a dark horror. There's so much comedy. It really overrides the scariness. So, you know, that's a very good point out. I like that. And I want to say one thing. So there was a really great comment from Milk this morning on the Wednesday morning American Horror Story live stream. He said, and I quote, maybe Finn Whitrock will be a clown in Cult. Because you know how Finn played Dandy, the murders, you know, he's the one who did basically most of the murders and was the...
Finn isn't confirmed yet, is he?
I don't think so.
No. But what if he does a small appearance like he did for Roanoke? And he's going to be a clown, sort of like a takeoff from Twisty from season 4.
I think that'd be nice.
I like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And somebody also said too, and I didn't write down the name. I can't. Things were going so fast this morning. I just remembered it, and things were going so fast this morning. Damn it. Somebody had said something about if you look in the mirror and you say Twisty's name 3 times, like how it was saying in the script, that instead of Twisty will appear, Dandy will appear. And he'll appear to kill you. So I thought that was a pretty cool idea. I mean, obviously it's not very likely, but I thought that was a great little twist idea. Because if you think about what happened with Dandy and how things kind of paralleled with him and the clown and everything that happened afterwards.
Right.
I don't know. What do you guys think about that?
I think, honestly, sadly, I think that might let some people down. Like, I want Twisty,
Jordan,
not Dandy.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I just want it to be September 5th. I'm tired of waiting.
Right. Ariel.
Hey, but we only have a few days to go. I mean, a few weeks.
No, it's coming up quick.
Ariel said something hilarious that I have to repeat. Ariel Tomahawk says, American Horror Story season 1 through 9 is surrounded by Dante's Inferno. But what about Dante's Purgatorio? Anyway, sorry, that's a nice pun on words. I'm sorry. That was hilarious. I guess you guys didn't catch that.
That went over my head. I'm sorry.
I think his Purgatorio is a real thing, though, right?
No, I thought.
Are you thinking Purgatory, like Limbo? And...
I'm thinking she's making a pun off of Inferno, Purgatory. Okay, I read Dante's Inferno. I even have it over there. Don't remember Purgatory. Maybe it's been a long time. I'm sorry. I thought she was making a play on words. That was hilarious.
Jordan wants to know if you remember him, what he said about the president leading the cult, Mary.
Okay, I do now that he refreshed my memory. Yes. So Jordan thought it was a really cool twist to have the cult and then the president be behind the cult.
I don't think they can do that. I think there might be some legal action taken. I much like the angry fans comment. What if they reveal at the end of the cult that Danny is the true cult leader and that he's still alive?
Well, because it's impossible for Dandy to be alive. I just rewatched his death earlier today, and I can tell you with 100% that there's no way that Dandy made it unless somebody resurrected his soul somehow.
Hey, what if they resurrect him?
Hashtag Mary and Moody. They are a cult.
Oh.
They are a cult. I mean, maybe if they do devil worship, or maybe if they do that kind of practice, maybe they would try to resurrect, Dandy. But I don't think that. I mean, I guess it would depend on how history depicted Twisty, if they even included Dandy, because how would people know that Dandy and Twisty were, together?
I mean, they mentioned in Roanoke that Dandy died, so we would see, This says Purgatorio is the second part of Dante's Divine Comedy following the Inferno.
I'm going to have to go read that again then. I apologize, guys. It's been so long. I think it was high school since I read Dante's Inferno when I was...
I read that.
You haven't read it?
Mm-mm.
I remember reading that with the Canterbury Tales. They were, they were a big part of my first half of my senior year in high school. I remember very enraptured that, and Macbeth. Absolutely. Thank you, Ariel, for educating me. I appreciate that, darling. Jason says a cult and coven war would be pretty cool.
What if the cult practices voodoo and it's the return of Papa Legba?
Oh, you guys. Okay, so speaking of Papa, there's this guy in town that dresses up like him every year. So I talked to him a couple days ago and said, I need to come find you on Halloween and get a picture. So it's happening.
Oh, wow.
And he looks just like him. So look for that coming Halloween.
Yeah, speaking of Halloween, I'm having some problems about what I should do for Halloween, because I've been looking at the graveyards around here, like exploring a graveyard at midnight or something like that. But I wanted to get permission from them. I don't want to have to literally run from the cops on Halloween. Not again. So no. Not again, not this one. So I'm trying to get permission from people, and would you believe that they're really not acceptable to have a girl and her camera and her Ouija board come into the cemetery for a live stream? If it were mine, I'd be okay with it. So I'm trying to find somebody who is a little bit more accepting to the idea. So until the graveyard idea, or until somebody says cool to the graveyard thing, I'm still waiting on that. And of course, the same thing, I'm trying to find a haunted house. My friend Kimberly, the one who had just passed away this last Monday, 8 years ago, she literally lived in a haunted house. Her house was the first retirement home in our city. So a lot of people died there. And the first night I spent the night at her house, she said, don't worry about if you hear somebody whistling in the hallway. It's just the old man that died in the room behind you. I'm like, what? And it wasn't until like the third time I spent the night at her house that I heard the whistling. So yeah, I really wish I could go there and see that house, but they don't live there obviously anymore. So yeah, maybe if you guys have some suggestions, put them into the comments after the stream processes, because I doubt I'll see them now.
The only thing that confused me about the script that they released was, if you think about it, we know this season takes place in Brookfield Heights, Michigan, which is not a real place. Jupiter, Florida is. So if that script says that, or is the cult in Jupiter, or is it a flashback to the 50s? I'd be happy with either.
The script insinuated that they were like sitting there, and somebody was explaining to her that Twisty came right over to that spot and killed 2 teenagers. Which again, that was one of the opening scenes of Freak Show in episode 1. I mean, I remember that. And I went back and watched it. I mean, yes, that was at Lake Okeechobee. I can't believe it. A lot of people can't enunciate that correctly unless you live there. But yeah, it makes me think that half of the story at least is going to take place in Florida. Now, obviously they can, you know, do like they did with Roanoke. They can do shooting somewhere else and claim it's North Carolina when yet it was a studio set in California. So I think that mostly season 7 is going to take place in Florida.
I think season 7 is mainly going to take place in Michigan, but I think a few hints of Florida would be fun. Because obviously they don't actually have to go to Florida because they do it every season.
It would be great because I went to the beaches in Jupiter all the time. I lived right, well, not in that area, but it was so awesome. Right down I-95, there was a whole string of cities in Florida that you could visit. All you had to do was just travel down the highway a little distance. And yeah, it was awesome. I really hope that they...
Does anyone remember... Oh, sorry, Mary.
No, I'm done.
Oh, does anyone remember what the, like, slash part of the website was for AHS Cult where you could read the script? ahscult.com/, like...
I don't remember. In my newest video, though, I put those 3 pages of the script into the video.
Oh, well. I guess we shall see when you upload your video.
It's already uploaded.
Oh, where is it?
It's like teasers. It's teasers and stuff like that. It's it's Ash versus Evil Dead. Is that getting canceled? That's the newest.
Wait, I already watched that Ash one. Okay. I feel like there was something I was going to say.
The Peters wants to know what was our favorite set in any season of AHS.
Hotel.
Hotel.
Without a doubt, best thing they have ever built for the show.
Absolutely. Yeah. That hotel was incredible. Incredible detail. Incredible everything. That was so elaborate. I loved it.
Carpet. The Shining's carpet.
Yeah, exactly.
A wonderful homage.
Absolutely. Because Halloween will be starting soon, so we will be doing... I'm going to be bringing back the Scary Story live streams or the videos or, you know, I'm going to think of something, I promise you. We're just going to get past the premiere of BRT and some things that I got to do here. And
BTH.
BTH, Beyond the Heart. Yeah. Absolutely. So guys, we got 10 more minutes left of the stream. If there is anything important that I missed in the comments, please let me know. Jason, I do see your comment about me going ghost hunting for Halloween. I would if there was a place to go ghost hunt. That's the thing.
Yeah, kind of hard
in Texas.
No.
Trending Sadie says, what if AHS is 11 seasons?
That would be awesome.
I'd be happy with anything over 9, but once again, 9 seasons is a very good amount, and I'm very happy with that. So,
well, I just want to say to Jason that I am not going to go ghost hunting because I live in Texas. And here in Texas, if I am on somebody's property, they have every single right to shoot me.
Shoot you.
I will not.
On site. No questions asked.
Absolutely. So no. I would go ghost hunting if I had permission to be in the house and we knew that there was actually no physical people in there except for me and a couple of people that would go with me. So, yeah. Let's see. What do you want to see from the cult this season to scare you? Asks Movie Fox.
Tammy, do you want to go first?
I just want them to do it right. That's all I care about is if they do the storyline right, because you can't, if you screw it up, it won't be scary, but it's hard to explain. But if you watch enough cult things as I have.
No, Tammy, I get what you're saying here. You know, I hate to interrupt you, but I know exactly what you're saying. Now, when I watched Unsolved Mysteries with Robert Stack when I was a kid, Robert Stack would talk about these cults and these people that would go missing because of them or they would be found dead.
Right. I still remember that. Love that show.
Yeah, and actually they do Dennis Farina, Unsolved Mysteries. They show that. You got to have some serious bang bucks to get Unsolved Mysteries with Robert Stack. But I remember when Robert Stack would talk about the cults, it's just the way that Unsolved Mysteries portrayed it. Like, okay, we would never get any jump scare. It was just the fact that maybe somebody had joined a cult and they realized they wanted to get out. And they would see people watching them from like across the street wearing black hoods and the
jump scare factor, I think, Mary, was that the fact it was all true and that it all happened. And I think that the jump scare for not being there.
Exactly. It was not needed because it was Robert Stack's voice and the actual cinematography and the way it was scripted was chilling enough. And yeah.
Right. No, I want them to do it right. There, you can screw it up so many ways, but like I've tried to get Casey. Another great show that was on a couple years ago was called The Following, and it was
Oh my God.
favorite shows, and it was about a cult and his cult leader, and it was so good. So I'm really hoping that AHS goes along those lines.
Jamario asks, would you join a cult, Mary? No. Number one, I don't like anybody telling me what to do. And I don't like doing anything for anybody unless it's, unless it's important to me. Like, if you guys need help moving or painting a house or you need help getting some groceries, well, that's one thing. Absolutely, I'll jump on and do. But no, you want to raise an entire lot of people as an army to revolt against the government or to poison yourself all in one big mass poisoning,
Mary's just not having it.
Not at all. What about you, Casey? Would you ever do that?
Probably not, no.
Taking a long time there, Casey. A hint of maybe. It depends on the cult.
Like, I mean, I feel like the word cult can be used very broadly. I guess my answer to this question is define cult.
Define what we have to do in the cult.
Yeah, like tell us what we have to do and we'll give you a yay or nay.
So Peachy,
audition your cult for me and I'll join.
Yeah, exactly. Peachy wants to know, what do we think about
So you think you can cult?
Allison Pill's character photo in the cannibalism theory?
I think it's a possibility, but unless it's their religion, I don't see it happening. I know that there are men who have been taken to court for sacrificing animals in cities. Unfortunately, though, their religion keeps them legally free and able to continually doing it. So if it's part of her religion and if it's part of her way, I mean, I think it's possible, but I don't think it's likely. Yeah. I don't think she's serving.
What if?
We already got folks, so I don't see it happening anytime soon again.
Yeah, it might be a little too similar. What if she's supplying animals or my favorite, humans to sacrifice for the cult? Like, what if that's like a deal she has with Evan Peters or Billy Lord? Like, hey, I'll supply you these humans or animals for the cult so they can have something to sacrifice.
Right on, right on.
I don't know who she is.
After.
So.
I think it's nice to see new talent. I wish we still had all of our I wish we still had Angela and Kathy and Dennis. But I think it's okay to do without. I like always having new cast members. Of course, every year the cast changes a bit. Lots of new people in Coven, lots of new people in Hotel, lots of new people in Roanoke. I'm just hoping that they'll all be back for the final season at least, just to have one last huzzah with almost everyone.
Okay, so if you guys want to shout out, put them into the comments because we're going to start wrapping up the stream. So Casey, Jamario says, so you have to get dog blood and then you just rob and kill people. Would you join that cult?
No. That one doesn't take time.
That one doesn't go through your auditioning, yes.
That one doesn't interest me.
Absolutely. Angry Fan says, do you have any predictions for the future seasons? Well, yeah, I'm going to look again at the 9 Circles of Hell, and I'm going to actually get my book out and read them. So that way I can finish on what I think the last 2 seasons are going to be about. So yeah, I just don't have them right now. So sorry, Angry Fan. But guys, thank you all so much for your support. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much to my patrons. You guys, thank you so much. I want to make sure I give them a verbal shout out first. I want to give a huge shout out to my patrons, Madison Luke, Mally Larson, Lisa Lee, Eddie Banayan, I hope I'm enunciating Eddie's name right, and Don Ford. You guys are all amazing. Thank you for being patrons. You guys are keeping the channel going. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's do shout outs. Shout out to Jamario. All right. Jason, shout out to you. He says, what if Sarah Paulson's character is the granddaughter of Bet and Dot and she's considered a freak because she's a lesbian? Well, I mean, that's possible, but I'm thinking like freak, like extra appendage.
Right.
I don't think we could really consider her a freak anymore, because I feel like if it took place during Freaks of Times, they could definitely do that.
Yeah.
But modern day, I don't think that's really gonna work, because I feel like most of us as a society have come past that. Thank God.
Not as taboo as it once was.
Yeah. So I feel like if someone called her a freak for being a lesbian now, it wouldn't really be so, because back then almost no one believed in it, as we clearly saw in Asylum. So I feel like to revisit the topic modern day wouldn't quite fit with the times, because most people, I think, are okay with it now. And even if they aren't okay with it, I feel like most people wouldn't be so inclined to call them a freak.
Kim? All right, let me continue right now. Thomas Perry, shout out. Peachy, shout out. Don Ford, shout out to you again, darling. Steve B, 987-881, shout out to you, darling. Shout out to Jason. Jordan wants a shout out from all 3 of us.
Shout out, shout out, shout out.
Shout out to BRT for being amazeballs. Shout out to Bloody Face, Philip, Trending Sadie. And yeah, that's it. Guys, don't forget, every week is weekly Wednesday live stream, morning and night. Sundays are Ash versus Evil Dead streams. Go check out Burnt Toast. And, the link to Burnt Toast in the description is wrong. Thank you so much. Why is it that I never have that right? Okay, I will fix that in the description. Thank you, BRT. And thank you again to BRT for moderating. Thank you so much to Tammy and Casey for being here. You guys are amazeballs.
You're welcome. It's been streaming.
Yes. And guys, I'm sorry, Tammy?
Oh, I just said I'm ready to get back to Beyond the Horror.
I know, right? Just like, what, 2.5 more weeks?
Or about
3, yeah. All right.
Tammy's birthday.
All right, guys, y'all have a good night. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next stream. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.